To all of you Muslim brothers and sisters out there that came out to disclaim and condemn the speech that Sheik Jingir made, derogatory statement he made against Christians, right in front of the governor of Kano and two other governors. To all of you that have come out to condemn it, I salute your courage. I salute your courage. You know, for the past few days, many Nigerians have come out to disclaim that statement. Many Christians have come to say this is what they face on a regular basis. But thank God that there are some Muslims, there are still Muslims that understand what Islam is. Now, my concern is not that Sheik Jingir said what he said. That's not my concern. And that should not be the concern of Nigerians. The problem is that he said it in the presence of the governor of Kano State and two other APC governors, and they were hailing him. That is where the problem is. Now, don't take my word for it. Those brave Muslim brothers and sisters that have summoned the courage to come out to call and condemn the actions of Jingir, they are the ones who should take their word for it. Such statements made by that sheikh are divisive, they are provocative. And somebody in the caliber of a state governor ought to know better. He should have condemned the sheikh immediately. But no, they were not only laughing, they were raising their hand to hail him, a governor. Me, I don't blame the sheikh, because if you look at it, he's just trying to defend Islam the way he knows it. And I have said it before. This is why I have said we need to ban religion in public places. Whether Christianity, whether Islam, whether traditional worship, we should ban them in public places. All these ones that a government function is ongoing, then you will now call on, let's have a Muslim opening prayer, a Christian opening prayer. No. All these ones that in schools we are teaching Islamic religious studies, we are doing Christian religious studies, they should be banned. Both of them, all of them, even traditional religious studies. They should ban them because the truth must be told. What Sheik Jingir said is his personal opinion. But there are many Sheik Jingir out there. And let me also now be honest with you. There are Christian pastors that have that kind of mindset. Theirs may not be as violent, as open as Sheik Jingir. It may not be, but there are Christian pastors that have the same mindset. You see, so long as religion continues to take front burner in Nigeria, there is a hidden rivalry between Christianity and Islam in Nigeria. Hidden is there. If you go to churches, they are preaching, scheming and planning how they will convert Muslims to Christians. If you go to mosque, you will see them talking about how they will expand Islam, how Islam is the fastest growing religion. So somehow, inside every Christian, every Muslim, you want your religion to dominate. So I do not blame Sheik Jingir that much. Who I blame is the governor. And not only the governor, the security agencies, if they fail to act. Because tell me, waiting Showore talk we pass this one. Sowore is in court today facing criminal charges because he said Tinubu is a criminal. And the DSS filed those charges against Sowore, saying that Showore's statement can lead to breakdown of law and order. Guess what? Sheik Jingir's statement, can it not lead to breakdown of law and order? So I don't only blame the governor of Kano State and the other two APC governors and the APC. I don't only blame them. I will blame the DSS and I will blame the Nigerian police if they fail to act. Nobody gave them instruction to file charges against Sowore. They did that on their own. At least they have not told us that Tinubu asked them to prosecute Sowore. In fact, from statements that the DSS have made in court, they did it out of their own volition in their mandate to secure that, to prevent breakdown of law and order. That's how they did it. Now, in like manner, DSS pick Jingir up, file charges against him too, so that there is balance. If you fail to do that, then I will also blame you. But the truth must be said. This is targeted against Peter Obi. If you don't know it now, and know peace. This is targeted against Peter Obi. I am happy that there are Muslims that are bold and brave enough to come out and condemn such actions. When the governor failed. But what I want to see is the action of persons like Atiku Abubakar. Will he be bold enough to condemn openly what Sheik Jingir did? Will he? Will the APC come out and be bold enough? Because let's not forget, this is exactly what El Rufai did in 2023. In this same manner, although it is not in this kind of wedding, in a public event too, El Rufai made this kind of statements in defense of Muslim ticket. So let's not forget that. Now, will El Rufai still make that kind of statement today? How many El Rufais are out there? How many Jingir are out there? We hear now that there is even another one in Katsina that says if he becomes governor, he will sack all Christians in the civil service or public service of Katsina State. And that he will encourage all governors in the northern states to sack all Christians. They are making these statements. DSS, make una take action too. But the likes of them, Atiku, should also come out. We should hear them. Where do they stand? Kudos. And I mean it, a very big kudos to all the Muslim brothers and sisters that are condemning this. Very big kudos to them. But it's a challenge. What will the governor do? In fact, is this not conspiracy? It's just that governors have immunity. When they finish their term, should they not be charged for conspiracy to destabilize the country? Because they were present and this kind of speech was being made. Let us not forget, this is targeted at Peter Obi. So I want to see the reaction of Rabiu Musa Kwankwanso, because this is targeted at him. They are trying to paint Kwankwanso in infidel paint. They want to put a tag of infidel, traitor on Kwankwanso. That Kwankwanso is not a true Muslim. A true Muslim will do what they are doing to support Muslim ticket. That's what they are trying to do to Kwankwanso. And in that, they are using that to also target Peter Obi, because Kano State is one of the northwestern states that Peter Obi will win. Peter Obi is winning 22 states. Hands down. Kano is one of them. And all this they are doing is targeted at weakening Peter Obi by indirectly weakening Kwankwaso. And that is why it will be very, very important for Kwankwaso to come out now and condemn this in very strong terms. It will be very important for Atiku to come out and condemn this in very strong terms, even though I don't have hope that Atiku will do it. Because is Atiku really different from Jingir? In 2023, you saw how he came out and pushed the tribal card that Northerners should vote for only Northerners. So I don't have hope. When the case of Deborah happened, you saw what happened. A post was made, a tweet was made, it was withdrawn, and it was saying no, it does not have AA and all that. So kudos to the Muslim brothers and sisters that have the courage to speak and condemn this. But we need to hear from the likes of the Atiku. And we need the DSS to also take action against Jingir the way they took action against persons like Showore. And above all, we must note this. For Nigeria to grow, for us to free Nigeria from this grip of religion, we need to ban religion in public places. In government agencies, all these ones that they will build church, they will build mosque, people will leave to go and be praying. No. If you want to do it, gather your prayer. When you get home in the evening, pray all of them. Does Islam not allow that? That you will now be using government resources, all these governments sponsoring people to Hajj, sponsoring people to Israel for pilgrimage. No, they should be banned, stopped. Teaching CRS and IRK in schools, stopped. Opening prayer for Muslims and Christians, stopped. Let everybody go and practice their religion in the privacy of their homes. If we don't do that, these things will keep rearing their ugly heads. But here is the most important question that nobody is asking. And it's the question for Governor Yusuf of Kano. Kano has the highest number of out-of-school children in the Northwest and in Nigeria. Some will argue it is because of the population of Kano. Kano has the highest number of out-of-school children. Kano has a very large number of poor Nigerians in Kano State. But the same Kano governor is using government funds, public funds, to organize wedding without organizing job and work for the people that is organizing wedding for. Is that not wickedness? Is that not wickedness? Does Islam allow that? Thank God for some Muslims that have come out to open our eyes that, in fact, Islam says that for a leader, it is better to have a non-Muslim that is truthful and have character than to have a Muslim that is crooked. They are the ones that open our eyes to it. So, final question. Should we vote for these kind of people? This is APC bearing their fang the way they did in 2023. All Nigerians must reject it.